Guys, are there ever some major rumblings in this XRP ecosystem about the next massive move? Guys, I am reading a bunch of articles where TA guys are saying, look, we could be easily seeing 12 to 23 bucks just like that. And of course, we did see that when we moved from, that 52-cent range to where we are today. What a major, major move. And of course, when it made that initial move there in December and then it came back down and we consolidated there in that $2 range, boy, oh boy, how many people were out there? Well, XRP is never going to see, a new all-time high. It's over. Oh, this is as far as it's going to get, on and on. I literally was reading in the comments and folks saying, look, you guys are crazy believing for anything. XRP's had its run. It's now going to just go right back down to those pennies and all this kind of stuff. And here we are, guys, brand new all-time high and up there. Even today, I think we're at 350, 348, 349, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that is a massive, major deal from whence we came, I'll tell you what. And I do not believe for a second that it is over. In fact, what's even wilder, I'm reading another article, and I'll put these, into the description. You can read them yourself. This is on the XRP rich list. And what it was putting there is, hey, what it takes to actually get yourself on the list. Now, that's where 10% of XRP holders all the way up, I think, to, 0.0001 or I don't know, something like that. But needless to say, just to get on there, at that 10% tile for XRP holders, you have to hold 2,444 XRP dot whatever the fractional amounts are. And what they were saying is, listen, to do that is going to cost someone over $8,500 with current prices. And I was just sitting there kind of shocked. Of course, the math, but the reason it shocked me is because I remember then when 2,400 XRP might have cost you less than $1,200. And to think that now that costs over $8,500. You know how few people, and this article was highlighting that, and it was taking the UK and it was taking the USA and it was comparing, look, even in both of these major, major industrial economies, the average family cannot come up with that extra $8,500 just to get 2,400 XRP and make it on that list. They can't do it. Guys, I'm talking to a lot of people that got into the space, December, January, February, stuff like that. And they're struggling. Their goals are to hit, hey, if I could just make it to 10,000 XRP. Well, think about this. Back in the day, 10,000 XRP maybe only cost you $2,000. Now it's $35,000 to get that. I mean,